Hello, I'm Sherman Owen with Artisan Resources LLC. Today we're going to be doing the first cooked corn mash for Limestone Branch Distillery. This is Steve Beam, the co-owner and founder of the distillery. So today he's going to get his first lesson in mashing. Well, as you can see, we've got our water up to temperature. We've got a nice steam going on. So we'll be doing our mashing in the next step after we do the grinding. Alright, now comes time for the math lesson. First we have to pick a target that we want, and we're going to try for 8% alcohol in a 5-gallon batch. So what we have to do is we have to start with those numbers and work our way back to figure out how much starch and sugar that we're going to end up with after all of the mashing's finished. So we're going to make the assumption that corn is going to produce 70% sugar by volume after it's converted. And we're going to assume that the malt will only do 50% sugar by after it's converted. So starting with those percentages by weight, that'll give us the needed information that we need to get to our 8% alcohol. Alright, we did our math lesson and we came that we need 3.92 kilograms of both grains, which will split out at a proportion of 88% corn and 12% malt, to make a 19-liter batch of corn beer today. Okay, we're getting ready to grind. We've done all our calculations. We weighed our alcohol out. Now we're getting ready to run it through the grinder. Since we're doing such a small batch, we're just going to use a burr grinder to grind everything. Okay, what we're using is white heirloom corn today, and we've already got our amount ground that we decided we're going to do. We've got our hot water transferred to our mashing vessel here, and so we're at the point we're ready to add grain and stir for a good bit. Go ahead, fellas.
Come on this side. You want to go?
All right, start the water stirring first. There you go.
Slow. How much goes in there?
All of it.
All of it?
Just give her a go. It'll convert to pudding before you know what's going on.
Oh, okay. Smells good.
It does.
Smells like pudding.
Is it starting to thicken up a little?
A little bit.
Yeah, just go ahead and dump her in there, Steve. It'll go. There you go. There you go. Alright, we got her all nice and mixed up. Let's sit there and mix on it a minute or two. Alright, let's go ahead and top it up with the rest of the water now.
Okay.
Just grab your bucket behind you there and ladle some in, Steve.
Let me help you. Dad, watch, don't knock that thing on.
Alright, you don't have very much to go. Probably a 1/4 inch or so. And then we'll shut this.
Just let it rest here and just dump it over. Try to take it out. There you go.
All right, a little bit more. All right, right there. That's good. I knew it wouldn't take much. Well, we've had this cooking now for about an hour, just using the regular heat. We're down to about 160 degrees. And as you can see, we've got us a nice pudding. Real nice pudding going on here. So that nice pudding's what we're going to be making corn whiskey from later on.
Okay.
Okay. I think this is our final temperature test here. It should be right at 154. We just stirred it a little bit to see. There's 150, 152, 154, 156. It's like we got just a couple more degrees to go. So we'll stir it one more time and it should be ready to go. Just leave it recording. Now, so as you can see from the texture of this, it's a nice pudding now. Not quite as thick as mush, but still pretty thick. That's one of the reasons why you don't want to use much over the weight of corn for water that we use, because it actually gets too thick for mechanical pumps to move it around if you go much thicker than this.
Yeah, well, those knives said that they could, and once you step on there, you can know how to get it off.
I know.
We used to have to use alkali scald.
Yeah, yeah.
Alkali scald to get them out, get it off. I mean, it'd be stuck on there that thick.
Just scraped it. Scrape it off.
You couldn't scrape it off.
Oh, it's hard as a rock.
Yeah.
Okay, we got
It's rising.
145.
They use alcohol,
6,
alcohol,
8.
Alkali.
10,
some kind of poison deal. I used to didn't like it.
152, and 154. Okay. We're ready to add our malt.
Where is our malt? Oh,
Right there.
Yep. Go ahead.
All right. I'll get her started now. I want you guys to watch this carefully, because this happens fast. All right, go ahead and pour her in there, all of it. Well, first of all, can you smell that smell?
Yeah. Yep.
Now you'll see our pudding is all of a sudden turning thin. Did you see how it's transforming from a thick pudding to thin pudding?
Yeah.
And it's almost like getting like water now. And
That was malt, right?
Yep, that's the malt. And as we sit here and stir, it just keeps getting thinner and thinner. And you'll see when I quit stirring, let it settle, you'll start seeing little brown patches forming around in it.
Mm-hmm.
And those brown patches is where that's converting that starch into sugar really fast. See, it's starting to take on kind of a brownish color now. And smell that smell. Oh, that's just an awesome smell. All right, we got her all stirred up. Let's close the lid and let her work for a while. Do you see how that thinned that pudding to liquid just almost instantly?
Yeah.
Okay, as you can see, we're getting quite a lot of good separation now. We've got a lot of good clear liquid floating on the top. The temperature's dropping. We're probably close to 153 now. And we're getting a very good conversion off this white corn. Okay, this is our finished product. We've just started to